too fast and I burned this town. I never meant to kill that man, but a cornered beast don't think, just ran. Postcards from the gallows, words in fading ink, from men who fail with too much time to think. No glory here, no grand parade, just borrowed pens and dues we pay. Dear Rosie, I saw your face in the clouds last night. Your freckles, your teeth, that stubborn fight. Tell the kids their pa was wild but true, and I'd rob the world again just to hold you. Postcards from the gallows, the rope don't care why, but letters weigh more than the noose when you die. We wrote in truth, in shame and pride, but the stamps got burned when we swung wide. The sheriff who swore I lied, I hope your sleep comes stiff and wide. I carved this letter with bone and rust, and I curse your name into the dust. My Lord, I know I failed your creed, but I fed the orphans and broke their greed. They called it sin when I raised my hand, but sin was rich and wore the land. Postcards from the gallows, sent too late to read, tied to ghosts and final need. We left no gold, no land, no name, just paper prayers in the gallows flame. I packed my name in a glove box prayer, left town with nothing but second-hand air. No goodbyes, no forward plan, just a rusted Ford and a calloused hand. Signs don't ask where I belong, the wind don't judge if I sing wrong. There's truth in silence, sharp and wide, and peace somewhere past the county line. No zip code, heaven, no fenced-in grace, no pretty map, no parking space. I ain't lost, I just don't stay. This road don't kneel, it rides away. Gas station coffee, motel scent, names I borrowed, towns I've been. I see more sky than ceiling tiles, and I trust the road more than people's smiles. I ain't running, I just don't wait. Some folks love, I relocate. I found my faith in tire marks and prayers lit with matchstick smarts. No zip code heaven, no fenced-in grace, no pretty map, no parking space. I ain't lost, I just don't stay. This road don't kneel, it rides away. I got no mortgage, no front porch swing, but I got songs that the dust can sing. Some folks die just standing still. I live between the urge and will. No zip code heaven, no border gate, just me, the road, and a twist of fate. If I go quiet, don't you pray, this road don't end, it fades away. I light a smoke, tastes like sin. The ash don't lie, and hell's within. They say I walked from death's own door, but death just waits outside once more. Halfway to hell, and heaven won't speak. I bargain with ghosts, dance with the weak. With blood on my hands, fire in my breath, I don't fight for glory, I just cheat death. Demons wear suits and angels lie. They talk in tongues beneath the sky. I've seen the wings, I've touched the flame, but nothing holy knows my name. Halfway to hell, heaven won't speak. I bargain with ghosts and dance with the weak. With blood on my hands, fire in my breath, I don't fight for glory, I just cheat death. They offered peace, they offered chains. I chose the road of smoke and stains. One last soul, one final rite, and I'll light the dark with my own spite. Halfway to hell, and still I stand. 1 foot in fire, 1 gun in hand. No crown awaits, no angel's breath, but I'll ride alone and I'll cheat death. road from Giddens, with blood in his eyes, a Bible in one hand, the truth in disguise. Said God made wrath just the same as grace. Then he shot a man down for spitting in his face. The hangman waited quiet, the town stood still. No prayer could wash what was born to kill. With a rope around his neck and fire in the sky, Bill only stared up and dared God's eye. He talked of heaven while loading his gun, quoted songs when the killing was done. 12 men down by word and lead, and everyone he claimed was already dead. The hangman waited quiet, the town stood still. No prayer to wash what was born to kill. With a rope round his neck and fire in the sky, Bill only stared up and dared God's eye. You said the Lord forgives, but I don't guess you will. Then he smiled like a grave, and the air went still. One crow called, the trapdoor cried. They say the devil blinked when Bill only died. The hangman waited quiet, the sun sang low. No wind blew and no bell tolled. With a shadow that stretched past the preacher's side, Bill only swung slow, eyes fixed on the sky. Dust runs black, 4 roads crossed and none look back. He said 10 years of flame and gold, then I come collect what can't be sold. I wear the mark burned on my hand, signed in blood and desert sand. He gave me fire, I gave my soul. The Crossroads brand, don't let it go. I drank with kings, I broke the bank. My name was carved in every plank, but each new dawn felt colder still. The devil rode just past the hill. I wear the mark burned on my hand, signed in blood, desert sand. He gave me fire, I gave my soul. The Crossroads brand, don't let go. Now it's year 11, moon hangs low. The wind smells sweet like burning wool. I hear spurs, I feel the stink, and hell don't knock, it just walks in. I wore the mark, now flames surround. The deal is done, I won't be found. He dealt me fire, I wrote it
Midnight's when the real party starts, friend. Bones tapping, boots dancing, and the worms keeping time. Don't believe me? Just ask the dead boys under the floorboards. Down by the hill where the grass don't grow, I dig the holes nice and slow. 1 for the preacher, 2 for the thief, 3 for the bride with the blood on her wreath. I ain't no preacher, just plant the dead, but they all get restless when the moon turns red. It's the Gravedigger's waltz, where the coffins creak and the corpses waltz. Spin your bones and tip your hat, dance with the devil neath the moon so fat. Gravedigger's waltz, 1, 2, 3, and the tombstones halt. No need to pray, no use to scream. The dead all dance in a dreamless dream. Saw a gambler grinning with half a jaw, waltzing round like he still had law. A saloon girl twirled with a hangman's rope, and a preacher drank wine from a skull for hope. Whispers rise from the buried deep, wake me now from this endless sleep. But the dead don't rest on a moonlit night, they dance till dawn in the pale ghost light. The corpses waltz, tip your hat and spin that spine. The dead got rhythm and the night's divine. Gravedigger's waltz, tombstone dance and a drink with salt. 1 more song for the graveyard sleeps till the next full moon, when the devil peeps. I ain't lonely down here, just waiting on my next dance partner. I drew the map and called the day, said we'd ride in and ride away. 2 banks, 1 town, 1 bloody chance. They'd write our names in guns and dance. 4 for Coffeyville, 4 guns drawn, 4 shadows riding past the dawn. We knew the odds, we rode them still. 1 last ride through Coffeyville. I wore a badge in younger days, but law don't feed a man always. Now I shoot beside the ones I swore to chase. Guess every star has a darker face. 4 for Coffeyville, 4 hearts steel. Blood to blood, we never kneel. We knew the cost, we rode the thrill. All roads end in Coffeyville. I was just a kid with too much pride, dreamed of gold and that outlaw ride. Took 20 bullets, lived to tell, but the ghosts still whisper from that shell. 4 for Coffeyville, 4 names burned, no road back,
once the tables turned, we rolled the dice, we paid the bill, dying fast in Coffeyville. I wasn't there that fatal day, but my blood rolled in and couldn't stay. I hear 'em call when the wind turns still. My brother's boots echo down that hill. For Coffeyville, carved in dust, 4 guns gone, 4 dreams crushed. One still walks, but feels the chill of graves dug deep in Coffeyville.
They say he died in 65, but every dusk he comes alive. A ranger burned by a traitor's hand, now rides with hell at his command. Ride the flame, no soul to save. Black steed howls across the grave, where justice sends his fire begins. He burns a sin right off your skin. He made a pact with smoke and fire. The devil grinned and lit the pyre. Now every night the wind grows red, and Carter rides the roads of dead. Ride the flame through dust and cries, the guilty choke when the rider rides. His chains a sermon, voices steel, held on bargain. It comes to deal. They buried him deep beneath the shale, but hell remembers and fire don't fail. No tomb can hold a soul betrayed. The law was lost, so fire stayed. Ride the flame until the stars fall black. No heaven waits, no turning back. When silence screams and dust turns white, you'll hear the ghost, and then he'll ride. They said I was the law, but I never felt more like a killer than that night. He was just a boy, a fast one, sure. But still a boy. I didn't give him a warning,
didn't call out his name. I just fired, and the legend began. Footsteps soft on the old floorboards, moonlight leaking through the busted doors. A lamp was lit, but the truth stayed dark, and I followed my shadow into his spark. I aimed where the silence held its breath, and when I fired, it felt like death.
Quiet justice, no badge can cleanse. I stopped a war, but I lost my friend. They tell the tale, but they don't know pain. I wear the echo more than the name.
He didn't scream, just fell real slow, and I ain't slept right since Fort Sumner's glow. They gave me books, they gave me praise, but peace don't come from printed praise. I drank too much, I spoke too loud, and saw his eyes in every crowd. Some call me hero, some say thief, but the truth don't rhyme, it just brings grief.
Quiet justice, no badge can cleanse. I stopped a war, but I lost my friends. They tell the tale, but they don't know pain. I wear the echo more than the name.
He was faster, maybe, he was wanted, sure, but he was laughing that day, and I ain't laugh no more. They say I killed a legend, but legends, they kill back.
Quiet justice still rides the plains. Where a boy once fell, now the wind holds his name. I shot the peace, but it never came. Just quiet justice and a hell-born flame.
There's a place where light don't land, where crows don't call it prey. That's where I laid my pistol down, that's where the hollow keeps my name. I rode up past the red elm line, where the moss hangs thick like time. No lawman follows past that creek, and the trees know how not to speak. I killed a man in Abilene. His blood still clings like kerosene. But I don't burn, not yet, not fast. This hollow drinks a killer's past. They sent 3 men to bring me in, but none came back with breath or skin. I never shot, I never ran. The woods just know what kind I am. They don't knock, they just breathe with the trees and leave the ground soft. So don't you dig if you hear me cry. That ain't regret, that's just goodbye. I bury myself in roots and shame, and the hollow still keeps my name. The quiet before the storm that never came. No bags packed, no lights on, just a sunrise where I should have gone. Left my boots by the windowsill, left myself on the same old hill. I said more with silence than I ever withstood. The shout breaks fast, but quiet stays good. They always wait for a word or two, but sometimes nothing is truest view. I left quiet like wind through pine. No fight, no parting line. You won't hear my boots or my sigh, 'cause loud goodbyes always lie. The bed's still warm, the coffee's still hot, but none of that changed the things we're not. You can't fix glass once it's dust, and you can't fake love when you've lost the trust. No blame to throw, no names to curse, no tears to waste, no need for worse. I just took the sky and left the rest. Some truths ain't fit for the chest. I left quiet like wind through pine. No fight, no parting line. You won't hear my boots or my sigh, 'cause loud goodbyes always lie. If you listen at dusk, you might hear me near, in the sound of nothing that still feels clear. No words, no slam, no faded light, just the breath of someone leaving right. I left quiet 'cause loud ain't real. It breaks too fast and can't help heal. You'll find my shadow where we stood, but I left quiet like I said I would. They shot Virgil down in a shadowed street. No badge could guard where vengeance beats. Then Morgan fell to an unseen hand. Wired stood still with blood in the sand. took no court, no preacher's line. He saddled up a cold design. Said, law dies where justice hides. This badge now rides on bullet tides. Vendetta ride through the desert flame. No trial, no plea, just a leading name, with docket aside and a judge in his stare. Wyatt rides, and death don't care. At Tucson's track, Frank Stillwell lay. No prayer, no plea, just cold that day. Then Iron Springs saw Curly fall. Shotgun fire and dust, cruel call. He rode the line between law and sin. No man returned once he rode in. With every mile his soul turned ash. A badge once bright, now burned to rash. Vendetta ride, no stars, no town. He chased the dust till all went down. The court stood mute, but ghosts still cried. Wyatt rides, and angels lie. He ain't no saint, no outlaw clean, just a brother sworn by what he's seen. The dust remembers, the wind won't tell, but the ride goes on through fire and hail. Vendetta ride through bone and blaze. No peace, no rest, just empty days. They carved his path in the stone and dry. Wyatt rides, and legends die. They hung his brother from an oak. No lawman came, no last word spoke. He rode out slow, the borrowed gun. Said, I won't rest till justice done. Blood and Centralia, fire on the wind. No man crossed bill and lived to the end. He rode with death like a wedding ring. Bloody Bill, the reckoning. The rails ran hot with Union men. They laughed and drank, not seeing him. He knelt, he prayed, then rose and fired, and left that train in blood and wire. Blood and Centralia, fire on the wind. No man crossed bill and lived to the end. He rode with death like a wedding ring. Bloody Bill, the reckoning. His eyes went black, his soul turned stone. The man who rides that far rides alone. They found his hat in a pool of red, but whispered still he ain't quite dead. Blood and Centralia carved in clay. No preacher spoke, no mourner stayed. They buried a name with the cold and stain. Bloody Bill, the reckoning.